Hi guys, and Happy New Year! And yes, this is our first video of 2020. Woo! And yes, we are back to do our mid-season review for the 2019-2020 Premier League season. So yes, in this video we're going to be talking about how we think our teams have done so far, just like we did a mid-season review for last season. We think of how our teams have done, well, how many points. We can change our top 6 or top 8 or bottom 3. So as always, we're going to start with Brighton and Hove Albion and with James. So, oh, that's right, he's not here. Unfortunately, James cannot be here due to a scheduling conflict, unfortunately, but he will be back. We'll be back.
That sounds so professional. A scheduling conflict.
It does, it? Scheduling conflict.
He's in church.
He's in church. Praise be Jesus. So anyway, yeah, he's not here, but we guarantee he will be back for our end of season review in May. But he has done a short video for us detailing how he thinks Brighton's season have gone so far, which I'll put through right now. Also,
segue.
I will put video chapters down below, so if you want to just get to the Newcastle, Liverpool, Brighton, other things, I'll put them down below in the description so you can skip to where you want to go. So we'll start off with James and Brighton and Hove Albion. So James, over to you.
Hey, sorry I couldn't be there. So Brighton are doing alright so far this season. I think Potter's done well considering it's his first season in the Premier League. Very much more offensive than Chris Hughton, who's much more defensive. I think it's working. We're around the same place as last year, but I think now we're out of the cup. I think we have a good chance of getting through. So I think we'll do well. I think we'll finish 13th. I think better than last year. I think we'll definitely pick up some points in the next few games. I think it'll be tough, but I think we'll do it. I think in terms of best players, gotta say Morpay. Loads of goals for his standard. I think it's 7. Don't quote me on that. But he's done really well. Trossard's doing well, coming in this summer from Genk. Couple of missed hits, injuries in October, but I think he's for sure our best player by far. In fact, to be honest, our whole team's doing really well. Unexpected was Dan Burn. Dan Burn's done incredibly well. Shame he's now injured for 2 months. But him as a left centre back / left back, and just seeing tiny little Trossard on the wing, and then suddenly a big overlap from big Dan Burn. So that's been really well. So yeah, 13th I think will come. The top 4, obviously Liverpool going to win. I'm going to love it, but Liverpool to win. I think Leicester will come second. Vardy's banging in the goals. I can't see him slowing down. They've got a solid team. Man City's come third. Not doing as great as last year, but I think third. And I think 4th will be Chelsea. I think they're in no competition as Tottenham, and I don't think Tottenham are going to survive in that capacity for long. I think they'll come 5th. And in terms of bottom 3, I think bottom will be Norwich. They're just not doing great this season. I think in terms of relegation, I think bottom will be Norwich. I think about 6 points at the bottom, which is not good. I think they're not going to continue. Aston Villa, I think, will go down. Just they've only got the capacity to keep going. And surprisingly, I'm going to say Watford. I think Watford are not great at the moment. They're picking up and stuff, but it'll be tough. But I don't think they'll make it and stuff. I think it'll be tight between Watford, Southampton, and Burnley. I think it'll be between them 3 teams. So yeah, there's my predictions. Back to you, boys.
All right, well, thank you, James. So yes, before we move on to Newcastle, we can talk briefly about Brighton. I think they've done about as well as can be expected. I don't think they've been terrible. I mean, considering we both said Brighton were going to go down, I think we both said Brighton were going to. They've done,
we did.
Yeah, I think we kind of jumped the gun there. They're not. I don't think Brighton are going down. I think they're playing very good football under Graham Potter. I think better than Chris Hughton, and I think they've got some good players like Jahanbash, who's been good scoring.
He's finally scoring.
But although I think
it's not too bad.
So where do you think Brighton will finish? Go on.
I think Brighton will finish 13th.
13th.
I've said 13th because
Go on.
They're on 24 points. I had a look at yesterday as well at whereabouts. So if they double the points they've got now, they're on 48, and that would have gotten you like 10th place last year. But I don't think I'm not sure because they're having a bit of a dip in form at the moment. They've just lost to Sheffield Wednesday as well in the FA Cup.
FA Cup. I'm sure he made changes, but
I think 13th is a reasonable.
Well,
I don't think they're going to get relegated. Like I said,
don't forget though, last season Brighton were mid-table. I think the exact same spot, and then what happened? They went all the way down to the relegation.
They did go all the way down.
All the way down, right, 1 point off the relegation zone. But I don't think that's going to happen again. I think they've got a better style of play this time. So I said Brighton were going down. My first prediction video. I was so wrong. I don't think they are.
No.
I have got Brighton to finish 12th. 12th. I think that's quite adventurous, but I could see it happening with the style of football they're playing, with that amazing performance against Chelsea. I mean, when Brighton turn up, they've got a really good squad, and I think they're just a bit inconsistencies is costing them at the minute. But I think I'm going to go for 12th. Go up, so James is happy with that. So yeah, okay. So we'll find out where they finished in our end of season review. So now we go on to the Magpies. So yes, how do you think Steve Bruce has done in his first 21 games as Newcastle manager? Go.
Well,
ready, Nick.
Yeah, at the start of the year when we did our predictions, I was like, Steve Bruce, I can't believe it. Rafa's gone. What are we doing? But we've actually done all right.
Yeah.
We had some big wins against Spurs, Man United. We drew with Man City. We beat Sheffield United at Bramall Lane. We'll talk about them in a minute. Just say we were all very, very wrong about Sheffield United.
Oh, very wrong.
We all said Sheffield United were going to get relegated. We're going to be bottom of the table and then 9th.
Yeah, crazy.
Anyway.
Crazy.
Our top goal scorers... Well, the top goal scorer is John Joe Shelby.
Wow.
With 5.
That says it all. But yeah, that's it.
And then so there's actually a lot of... So we scored 20 goals in total. So that's it. And we've got 11 different goal scorers.
Wow.
John Joe Shelby has 5. Kieran Clark, Federico Fernandez, Matty Longstaff, Fabian Schär and Jetro Williams have 2. And Miguel Almiron, Joe Linton, Alan St-Maximin, Lascelles and Yedlin have 1.
Wow.
So the front 3, Almiron, Joe Linton and St-Maximin, who have totalled about 76 million, have 3 goals in the Premier League this season.
That is so bad. I was going to mention that earlier, but wow. I mean, you paid a lot of money for those 3. I know. At least 2 of them are prospects, but still.
Almiron and St-Maximin are good players.
I know, you would expect them.
Almiron scored the FA Cup yesterday against Rochdale.
But they're just not scoring.
No.
And that's what's costing you at the minute.
The thing is, St-Maximin and Almiron have been so unlucky in the games. Like they've been hitting the ball off each other when there's open nets and things, and St-Maximin's hit the bar. His first goal was a header against Sheffield United, which you wouldn't expect from someone about this tall.
Where are they? I've mentioned where they are in the league.
Yes, they are... I've got it written down here somewhere. We are 13th in the league right now. We're on 25 points. And in our mid-season review last year, we did it a bit later actually at the end of the month.
Yeah, that was 24 games.
Yeah, so there's 3 games on, but we're still 1 point better off than we were now than we were at the end of January under Rafa Benitez. Because Rafa didn't get a win until, it was a terrible start to the season last year. And I think we all wrote off Steve Bruce too much. And I think so far he's done pretty well. Yeah,
I think he's done about same as Brighton really. I don't think he's done terrible, but you aren't. I think until you can get a goal scorer, you aren't going to get in that top 10. Your top goal scorer is Shelby. That says it all. 5 goals.
Well,
I mean, he's not a goal scorer. Shelby's not a goal scorer. I love him. He used to be in Liverpool, but you need those front 3 to start getting the goals. Otherwise, you just aren't. You never Newcastle where Newcastle should be. You aren't never going to be in that top 8. You're always going to be in that mid-table bit.
Well, we scored less goals this year than we had this time last year. Only by 1. We'd scored 21 goals by this time last year, and Rondon was our top scorer with 6.
And Perez was getting quite a few.
And Perez, by this stage, Perez didn't actually have that many. But he ended up our top scorer last season.
Right.
and he scored some against us the other day as well.
Now he's at Leicester, isn't he? Who's got? I mean, the performance against Leicester at St James's Park, that was
awful.
That was terrible.
That
man.
was the start of where
you just need to.
we got like an upturning form. We lost 5-0. We got Hayden sent off, or Longstaff, whichever one it was. And then after that, we actually started winning games. We were beating Bournemouth, we beaten Crystal Palace, we beaten.
Yeah, we were on a run, didn't you?
Yeah, we got a decent run. That's why we ended up in 9th. We were 9th at one point.
Yeah. But the mid-table's so tight.
And
it's one win, you shoot up. One loss, you shoot back down.
Well, the bottom of the table is looking a bit like this.
It's really cool.
Like Bournemouth have 20 points, and they are in the relegation zone.
Wow.
We have 25 points and we're 13th. So there's a 5-point difference, and I can't say that we're safe yet. But
you aren't going down. No.
But I don't think we're going to go down.
Right. So, what is your predicted finish for the Magpies?
Well, I think I'm going to be crazy here. I said 9th.
Yeah, what did I say for Newcastle? I can't even remember.
I think you said about 15th something, because it was the season before you said.
Oh yeah, I said 15th. We're a bit better this time. Go on.
So we've played 21, we've won 7, we've drew 4, and we've lost 10. So, can I just say that Joe Linton is just terrible. He's awful. Well, that's about it, really.
Well, when I think Newcastle will finish, like I said, I think until he can get a goal scorer, someone getting in those goals, you just aren't going to get in that top 10, unfortunately. So right now, I see Newcastle finishing 14th. So
more Brighton.
Yeah. 2 places, but it'll be close. It'll be close. I just think Brighton are playing...
How dare you!
I think Brighton are playing better football than you at the minute, I'm sorry. Only by a little bit. But I think 40... I'd say by 2 points. By a couple of points. It'll be really tight. But yeah, I think Brighton are going to finish higher. James will love that.
You will.
But anyway, yeah. So, yes, is that everything for Newcastle?
That's everything for the tunes.
Right.
Go on, talk to us about Liverpool then.
I better get ready. Like, that's what James says. James says, go, bro. But, so, yes. Okay. It's been fantastic, to say the least, for Liverpool. It's been probably one of our best ever starts to a Premier League season. 58 points, 19 wins, only 1 draw against the Manx at Old Trafford, and 0 losses. 49 goals have been scored, only 14 conceded, and safe to say, it's been fantastic. We're never gonna stop.
Let's be honest, you got, like, me and James at the start of the season said, Man City, you're going to do it again.
Yeah, and you both laughed in the faces.
And the thing is, at this same stage last season, you were ahead. But by less points.
By a much smaller gap.
And I remember, because I watched them on yesterday, we said it would take something disastrous for you to lose now, and eventually you did last year.
No, last season it was still tight. It was 6. We were 5 points clear last season in January. Which is 5 points isn't massive, and City obviously caught us up. But this year, 13 points clear with
the game in hand
against
Leicester. No, West Ham. Leicester's second and Man City's third, so you're 14 whole points higher than Man City.
I think it really is Liverpool's to lose now.
It's wrapped up. It's wrapped.
I don't want to get overexcited. There's still 18 games left to play, still 4.5 months. A lot can happen, but the fact of the matter is we're 20 games into the season for Liverpool, only 2 points dropped. That says it all. We just, even though I will say there's been quite a few games where we've really pushed our luck, or really haven't played well, but we've still got the win. That's the difference this season. That's the mark of a title winning side. Even though we're not playing great football, half these games, we're still grinding out that result. We're still getting that last minute winner, or a VAR decision sometimes. But we're still pushing forward, and I think we could go unseason all unbeaten. This could, in the league, I think we could go a whole full season not unbeaten. The fact of the matter is, 58 points this stage in the season. Only Man City have had more points. Actually, only Man City have had that many points at this stage in the season, and that was in the 17-18 season where they just ran away with it. So in terms of our top goal scorers, Sadio Mane is with 11 goals. He's been fantastic. Mohamed Salah with 10. Bobby Firmino with 6. So obviously the front three have all been getting the goals in. Still great. Top assists is Trent Alexander-Arnold with 8 assists. That kid is...
Let me guess who's behind him. Robertson.
No, Mane. Mane has 6 assists and Robertson has 6. But Trent Alexander-Arnold, that guy is 21 years old, and he's fantastic. He could be one of the best right backs in world football right now. Definitely, he's definitely up there. I'd say top 5 in his current form. That goal against Leicester, where he just ran, boom, and got it all the way in. That was incredible. And He's only going to get better. He could be one of the best centre-backs.
How old is he? 19, you said?
No, he's
It's like 21.
21.
All right, well, even so.
And he's a scouser too. It's
Because he's so young, he's still got lots of
fantastic
development time.
And also, with beating Sheffield on Sunday, we are now unbeaten for a whole year in the Premier League. 37. So if you count last season, that's 37 games and 101 points. It's scary. It's like, oh my god, this probably is one of the best Liverpool teams I've ever seen. I mean, this is like Bill Paisley and Bob Shankly. I thought I'd do it around. Bill Shankly.
Fucking hell. I was thinking, hold on a minute.
Bob Shankly.
Bob Shankly.
Hailing back to the era of Bill Shankly and Bob Paisley when we were just on top of everything. And of course, in terms of trophies already won, we've already won the UEFA Super Cup in Istanbul, the FIFA Club World Cup in Qatar. So only 2 domestic trophies, even though they are more glorified community shields, but there's a lot of trophies.
Not that the League Cup by Aston Villa while you were in
yeah,
Qatar.
but we played our complete reserves, and they still played really well. So
yeah.
Of course, so I do think I fully expect us to get that 19th league title in May. It's been a 30-year wait. I can't wait. It's going to be fantastic. Fingers crossed we can do it. But with this point gap and with the game in hand, I just can't see anyone catching us up. I think we're going to do it this season. City haven't been as good. They've lost a few crucial defenders, and City have already lost more games than all last season. But they still will finish top 4. City definitely. But we just can't stop winning. And even the games where we haven't played well, like I said, we've still got grinded out and got the results.
Yep.
And of course, we're still in the Champions League. You never know. I can't see us getting beaten in the Champions League either. I don't think anyone on the team will want to play us in the Champions League. We've got Atletico Madrid in the last 16, so you never know. A 7th Champions League and a 19th league title. That would be one of the best seasons we've ever had if that happened. But I'm not going to get ahead of myself. We won the Champions League last season. I don't want to get greedy. But Champions League last season, just get the league this season. It would be fantastic. So on to my prediction. We're going to win the league. I was going to get ahead of myself.
Well, even if you were in 4th place, you'd still say you're going to win the league.
No, if we win 4th,
you're top by a large margin.
I know. We've just been unmatched for one of the best teams in world football right now. We're loving it, and I think we're going to do it. We're going to get the 30-year wait is going to be over. We came so close, of course, in the 08-09 season with Rafa, didn't win it. We came so close in the 13-14 season with Rodgers, didn't win it. We came so close last season, 1 point, we didn't win it. We've had so many close calls, but this is the season where we finally lift that Premier League trophy. And of course, Liverpool's first Premier League trophy, because it wasn't the Premier League last time we won it, it was just the league. So in 1991. So yeah, I've got Liverpool to win the league. Where do you think Liverpool are going to
win? They're going to win.
Woo!
Yes. I mean, we said the same thing this time last season as well, but because the point gap's so much bigger and they haven't lost, and Man City aren't quite on their form this year. I mean, your biggest challenger was Leicester up until
we battered them.
Had it exactly.
I know, we wiped the floor.
So Liverpool are going to win. Plain and simple, they're going to win the league. Could win the Champions League. They've already won 2 domestic cups. Could still win the FA Cup. They're still in that against Everton today, aren't they?
Today, yeah.
So yeah, there's a lot of potential to keep winning trophies this year for Klopp. And he signed a contract extension, didn't he? He's there till about 2022 or something.
2024.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, it was just sad when he leaves, but that's 4 years away.
So you could win every single league up until then under Klopp.
Well, no, I think this is our golden season. I think next season's going to be a bit tougher, but we'll find out. Thank you guys. So thank you James.
Thank you, James.
so James. Right, okay, now we're going to get on to just, you can read out 1 or 2 of these if you want, we'll take it in turns. So, we'll get on to the stats of the season before we finish. So the top scorer in the league at the minute is Jamie Vardy with 17 goals. That isn't crazy. He's 33 years old. He's scored 17 goals.
I was thinking about this before.
Mental.
Jamie Vardy has almost scored more goals than the entire Newcastle team.
You go top assists.
Right, top assists is Kevin De Bruyne with 12.
Yeah.
What a player Kevin De Bruyne is.
Yeah, brilliant.
One of the best attacker midfielder in the world.
Oh yeah, top 5 easily.
Top 5.
And top scoring teams, Man City, of course, because they've had a few big victories, even though
they beat Southampton like 9-0, didn't they? 8-0 or something. That's where it came from.
56 goals. Top clean sheets.
Leicester. Top clean sheets is Leicester with 8.
Yeah, Leicester with 8.
So they've done. Considering they lost Maguire in the summer, and they've only got like Sionchu and Johnny Evans, who was a Man United reject. They've done pretty well.
Yeah.
They're doing well. They're second in the table.
Leicester, they've done pretty well. I know none of us thought they were going to
Well,
be
no,
in the top.
I meant.
But I thought,
but yeah.
we'll talk about top 4 in a minute. But we'll talk about bottom 3. Who we think's going to get relegated? I'll start with
Right.
relegation. So mine are a bit different. So I originally said Burnley, Sheffield, and Brighton. Sheffield aren't going down. They have an amazing season, top 10.
Yep.
Brighton aren't going down. I would call that. I do still think Burnley are going down. So I've got Burnley with 18th. I just think Burnley, they've had a few poor results, and they just, it's like they're so hit and miss, Burnley. And I don't know, they might survive because they've been in the Premier League for years now, but I just think this might be the season they go down. 19th, I've got Bournemouth, because I think they're in relegation for Bournemouth. They're probably having their worst form in the Premier League yet. They can't seem to get a win. They conceding way too many goals. And I think it's going to be a tough season for them. So I think they potentially might go down after like what 5-6 years in the Premier League for Burnley. Yeah. And 20th, this upsets me because I love this team at Norwich. Norwich City. I think they just haven't been good enough. Norwich. It's a shame because they've played good football. I've seen in lots of games this season. Norwich have played really well, but their defence is terrible. It's awful. They've conceded like 40 goals, not 40.
Timu Pukki has so many goals.
He's dried up recently.
Well, yeah, he had dried up, and he scored a couple of
goals. They've got Vranic, Hernandez. They've got a very good side, but they just can't.
Todd Cantwell is proven to be one of the breakout stars this season.
I feel bad for them because they've played really well, but they just keep conceding goals and losing games. They don't deserve to be 20th, but I just think Norwich are going to go down. It's a shame because I like Norwich. They're one of my I like quite soft spot for Norwich, But yeah, I think they're too far gone now. I think it's going to take something pretty big for them to get out of that relegation zone now. But okay, who's your bottom 3, Callum?
My bottom 3, so 18th I'm going for Aston Villa.
Oh really?
Because I did say that Villa were going to survive because again they were like a Fulham, the money they spent, etc.
Yeah, all the money they spent, they shouldn't be doing as bad as they are.
Well,
Aston Villa, they should be mid-table.
And 19th I'm going for Watford.
No, Watford. They're on like a mini revival right now.
Yeah, they are.
With what's his name from. I forgot his name.
Nigel Pearson.
Yeah, they've been winning. They've been doing up since he
came.
They have,
yeah. But they did start it off the season so badly. They've only won 4 games.
Went through 2 managers.
And then 20th is Norwich.
Macaneries.
Yeah.
I did a season with them on FIFA, so I'm quite attached to Norwich.
Because Timu Pukki, although he can score, Todd Cantwell's pretty good, but the defence is terrible.
It's a championship defence.
The defence is terrible.
They didn't make enough signings, and it's a shame. I thought Norwich would probably do the best out of the 3, because they won the championship, and Sheffield and Aston Villa runners up, and if anything, Sheffield have done the best, obviously by a mile.
Sheffield United were 5th for ages. The 9th now has had a bit of a but.
Obviously,
Sheffield United are doing
City, but yeah,
they're doing well.
Yeah, so. and Aston Villa and Norwich just haven't been good enough. So that's football, though it's harsh. But okay, to finish, we're going to do our top 8. we would do our top 6 usually, but I think there's still missing. So here's my top 8. We'll do this quickly. So to win the league is Liverpool. Hey! Obviously, I think we're going to win the league. Second, I've got Man City. I think they're going to overtake Leicester. I think Leicester are starting to not slip, but they're starting to. The cracks are starting to show. Like they had a great start, but I think they're starting to lose a few games now. Towards City, obviously, but I think City are going to finish second. I've got Leicester to get third. I think they're going to have a great season under Brendan Rodgers. I think they're going to get third. They're going to play Champions League football next season. So go Leicester, go the Foxes. None of us thought Leicester were going to be in the top 4, did we? Fourth, I've got Chelsea. I mean, I think they're doing great under Frank Lampard. They're having a really good season. I said Leicester. Chelsea were going to finish. They were in the conference. I did say Chelsea were going to finish top 4 at the beginning of the season, and you guys were what? But I think Frank Lampard's done really well. Tammy Abraham, William, they're just playing really good football.
Mason Mount. Yeah, Pulisic is proven to be alright.
Exactly,
well. We did mention.
Fifth, this is a surprise. I have got. I've got Wolves. I've got Wolves. I think they're having a great season. They're playing really good football, and I just think they're better than quite a few other big teams at the minute. And I've got Wolves to pull off a big shocker, upset the top 6, and I've got Wolves to finish 5th.
Right.
6th, I've got Spurs, because I think they're playing a bit better under Mourinho, even though the last few games they've been a bit shaky. But I think Mourinho, they'll start kind of the table, and I think they'll finish 6th. Spurs, I think. 7th, I've got Arsenal. because I think now they've got Arteta after Emery got the sack. I think they're playing better football. The team looks rejuvenated, and I think they're going to start to climb the table, but they're not going to get top 4. They're too far behind now. So I'm going to get 7th for Arsenal and 8th Man United. I just think that Man United they're just too hit and miss at the minute. They have some good games, and then they have some bang average games where they just look terrible. And I just think, I mean, they're relying too much on Rashford. They're relying.
Pogba's out injured for the rest of the season now, so he's
it's strange because I'm not going to praise United for hell no, but they've got quite a good squad. And they paid a lot of money, but they just. But although this probably is the weakest United side we've seen in a while, but still, I think they're going to finish 8th. And I think if it doesn't improve, Solskjaer might get the sack before the end of the season.
He should have been sacked already.
No, they've had a few good results, to be fair. They started off terrible, but then they started to climb the table a bit.
To be fair, they are 5th right now.
Man United
are 5th, yeah.
So
31 points.
Yeah, so they're not playing terrible football. They still could get Champions League, you never know. Yeah. But I think Arsenal, Chelsea and Wolves are going to catch them up. So, your top 8, Callum, but make it quick.
Right, first, Liverpool.
Yeah!
They're going to win, fair enough. Whatever. Man City 2nd because, like Adam said, Leicester, I mean, I just feel like Man City 1 point behind them. Man City is still a good team. Leicester can have even if it's 1 draw to a win, Man City are ahead. So, Man City 3rd, Leicester. Having a good season. They're quite far ahead of everyone else, so I think they'll be alright. Chelsea 4th.
Excuse me.
Wow. Chelsea 4th because they're doing pretty good as well. They're 5 points ahead of United, who are in 5th at the moment. But for 5th, I'm gonna say Tottenham.
Okay.
6th, Wolves. So I think they're gonna get Europa League, but I think they're doing alright. I think they're around that anyway.
They finished 7th last season.
7th, Arsenal.
Oh.
Because Emery's been sacked and Arteta's come in. Shout out to Luke again, my Arsenal friend. The seems to be playing better football, but they can't really get a break. They are struggling, so it could go either way. They could be, in the top 10 or not in the top 10. Then 8th, Manchester United. So completely the same, except swap Wolves and Tottenham around for me. But because they've not been doing that great, have they? But
even though they are 5th,
even though they are 5th right now,
but the top, from 8th to 5th, it's so tight.
Yeah,
it's like what, 3 points or something?
3 points,
So
yeah.
Okay, is that it?
Well, we're on 25 points in 13th. Man United are 5th in 31. There's 6 points between 13th and 5th.
Mental. It's so tight.
There you are.
Everyone's battling out, and Liverpool are just like, you okay down there? You okay? Anyway, right. Hi, guys. So, is that everything?
Yeah.
All right, thank you, James. Thank you, Callum. Thank you, Callum. This has been our mid-season review. Thank you all for watching. Me, Callum, and James, we will be back probably in about, I'd say in May for our full season review. Where I'll be sat here, I'm sat here very, very happy.
You will be.
Yes. So, thank you for watching, guys. Thank you for the Seagulls. Thank you for the Magpies. And you'll never walk alone. I love you all.